Hi everyone, it's Amber from The Sensible Mama, and today I am here to show you how I'm packing up the LYMIA brand Sophie backpack as a back-to-work bag. Whether you're heading back to work because maternity leave is over or because your kids are older and they need you a little bit less now and you're ready to get back into the workplace, you're probably going to need a bag that transitions well and seamlessly in between being a diaper bag and also being a back-to-work bag. I've tried and loved a lot of diaper bags to use as a diaper bag and also a work bag, and I've loved all of them. But I always thought it would be really amazing to design my own back-to-work diaper bag / work bag that would just have everything that I needed as a mom and a business owner. It was with that in mind that I designed my own 2 LYMIA brand diaper bags and launched them earlier this year. One is the Charlie Tote, which is a tote style bag that does not go backpack style, and the other one is the Sophie backpack, which is the one that we're going to be talking about today. These bags were designed mostly in mind for people who are sort of in that transition phase of either going back to work full time even when you have a little one and really not taking all of the motherhood essentials with you to work, or more specifically and probably more directly for the people who are sort of transitioning out of the diaper bag stage. You need a little bit less these days and you want to be able to use a bag that can function as a diaper bag when you're out with your family, but that also is a beautiful everyday functional work bag. So today I'm going to be showing you how I like to pack the Sophie backpack for going back to work. I'm gonna leave links for everything in this video down in the description box below. That box is just full of useful information, so make sure you check that out. I'll be linking this bag, of course, as well as all the things that I show in here. Some of these things are from The Sensible Mama, and some are from Amazon and other trusted websites that I know and love, so I'll try to link all of that down in the description. There are a few things that I always have to have with me when I'm going to and from work, and of course there are some things that other people need to take to work that I don't necessarily need. So let me really quick go ahead and lay out for you what are the things that I carry in my everyday carry for work so that you can decide right now if this video is going to be relevant for you or not. I always have my iPad Pro as well as my 10-inch iPad. I'm no longer carrying a planner with me because, as I plan to show you in some future videos, I am sort of consolidating everything into my iPad so that I can have less that I have to carry with me. So there's no planner in here today. That's actually inside my iPad. I have cables for all of my technology. Usually I'm also carrying a camera battery pack of some sort. I am always going to have some sort of makeup and touch up with me, as well as a hair straightener, because a lot of what I do is in front of a camera. I always have water, always have my sunglasses, and usually have a change of shoes with me because it does not matter if it's hot or cold outside, you're gonna find me in a pair of flip-flops, and then I'm gonna change into some nice shoes when I have to. And then of course I also have just some other random odds and ends like my wallet, my phone, and other little knickknacks that we're gonna find here and there inside the bag. So if that sounds sort of similar to the way that you pack and the things that you like to bring with you to work, this video is probably gonna be pretty relevant to you, so stick around and keep watching. Okay, so we're gonna go over how I have this packed for going back to work. I have done several videos where I've gone over all of the features of this bag, so I will link them as well in the description box below. Today is gonna be more focused on packing than it is on features. You'll still be getting to see a lot of the features of the bag, but if you're looking for a more in-depth overview, check out those videos down in the description box. So one of the first things that I want to start with is that I do always have water with me. I'm trying to be very consistent, about 2 liters of water a day. And although this might look kind of funny, this is my absolute favorite setup. I would not carry this if I was like out and about, just because of all the exposure that this has. But when I'm going from my house to my warehouse and my office at work, this just really seems to be the best solution for me. I like to carry a Brewmate growler for all of my water, and this will hold half of that. So that growler is about 2 liters of water, and this holds 1 full liter of it. One of my favorite things about this bag, and this is why I designed it this way, is I've always disliked when a diaper bag has these bottle pockets that stick out like this when there's nothing in that pocket. So I've actually put into the design of this bag some magnets that are right here and on the inside of this, so that when this is not in use, it just lays really flat and nicely flush against the bag so that you don't get that bulky sort of look. It just slims the bag right back down, which is something that I really like in a bag, and that's why I designed it this way. Now, I'll show you in a second, but sometimes when I am bringing this into work with me, I don't use it backpack style. I will show you how I've done that in a second, but right now I do have the shoulder strap attached here. This is removable, so you can snap it right off if you don't want it, but I kind of like to carry this over the shoulder most days when I'm going to work, so that's how I have it set up today. Here in this front zipper pocket, I just have a few things that I'm grabbing for often. I have some lip gloss, a little thing of hand sanitizer that fits inside of my Gabby wallet, so I like to have that with me to toss in the wallet. A pen, this one is by Fun Club and it says, "I need an adultier adult." True most days. I have another more tinted lip gloss, as well as my eyeliner. I'm not wearing eyeliner today, you might have noticed in the intro, but I get asked a lot what kind of eyeliner I use. I use L'Oreal Telescopic in Carbon Black. I've been using this since I was like 16 and it's the only thing that I will use. So I'll put a link for this down below as well. So that's everything that I had in that front pocket. I can get my hand right about to my wrist where my watch is into that pocket, so it goes down to about right here, so almost to the bottom of the bag. There's a lot more you can fit in there, but I'm just not the kind of person who wants to cram a bag full just because I can. So the things that were in there are just the things that I do tend to be grabbing for a lot. In the front pocket here, I am keeping my phone. I want to point out that this is a magnetic closure here. It is nice and strong. It snaps right into place, which I think is great. And this is an iPhone 11 Max, and it fits perfectly in that pocket, and it does snap all the way shut. Now, if you want to put a pop socket on this, and a lot of times I do have one on there, it will still fit. But when you put like a bulkier case on here, like an OtterBox, and then you put a pop socket on it, sometimes you can't quite get this to snap. It will still magnet onto itself, but you can't quite get the female part connected with the male part on that magnet if you have on a really, really big case like an OtterBox with a pop socket. Over here, I just have a couple of other things. I have some Honest Company hand sanitizer and a second pen that I didn't know was in there. And that's really all that I had in there. A lot of times I'll have like a coin purse or something with a few other odds and ends. Sometimes there will be some Band-Aids and things like that in there, but today I was packing pretty light. Over here in the other side bottle pocket, I have my LYMIA brand sunglasses. I just did a video on my channel earlier this week showing the LYMIA brand sunglasses, all of them that are in stock now. So if you want to check that out, I will link it down in the description box as well. But what I love about this bamboo case is that it does fit nicely inside these bottle pockets, and I have a really nice sturdy place for putting my sunglasses when I'm not wearing them. So in here I have my LYMIA brand Rose Nicole's, and I just love that when I have this set up in my bottle pocket this way, when I take my sunglasses off, I can just pop them right in there and they're nice and safe. All right, let's move on to the back of the bag. One of the reasons why the backpack straps on this bag are not padded is because it was important to me that this be able to do this right here. And when you get into a really padded strap, it gets harder and harder to get the strap into this back pocket and not feel bulky or chunky and hurt your back while you're wearing it. So we've done some Q&A with our customers asking if they wanted us to switch to a padded backpack strap, and the overwhelming feedback has been no. They like that we keep it slimline like this so that we can get it into that back pocket, especially when you're using this as a work bag. It's just nice to have options to make it look really professional and not like a backpack when you want to, but also have the backpack straps when you need them. If you're new to LYMIA brand bags, one of my favorite things about the Sophie is that we do have this system here for putting this over your rollerboard luggage. So as you can see, I can get my hand all the way through and out to the bottom here, so that if I'm traveling and I have my rollerboard luggage with me, I can slip this right over that handle, and that way I don't have to carry this. When you have this zipped, this also just makes a really nice catch-all place. Sometimes I'll just toss my phone in there if I don't want to stick it in my front pocket. I'll stick receipts in there. Sometimes I'll stick my little paper planner, like just a little notebook back there so that I can take notes. Just kind of like a catch-all place. There's also a long zipper pocket here in the back, and this is where I'm keeping just a couple of things for me. I have my teasing comb. I have a LYMIA brand coin purse in the color On Point, which matches the bag. And in here, I have something that I've shown you before, but this is my Suns Out, Buns Out Messy Bun Kit. I've shown it to you in the past, but it's just got some elastics and some bobby pins in there. Do you have to stick this inside of a coin purse? No, you don't. But if you're someone who has already purchased a LYMIA brand coin purse and you're looking for kind of fun ways to use it, this is one of my favorite ways. Sometimes I even like to attach this to my keys with my Lauren Lane bangle holder here, and that way I always have elastics and bobby pins with me in case on a day like today I want to put my hair up when it starts to get hot, but I don't want everyone to know that I'm carrying this around with me. That works really nicely. I also have a Jujubee small set piece, and in here I have some Tegu blocks. And you may be thinking, A, why do you have this in a Jujubee pouch when it comes in its own pouch? And B, why do you have a toy in your work bag? Not gonna lie, I've talked about this before, but I have anxiety. And sometimes I just like having something to sort of fidget with, and this to me is just a really great thing to have. And to be honest, I put it in my Jujubee small set piece just because I like the way that that looks better. And it's just kind of off topic, but this comes in a pouch that has a texture to it. It's almost like, it feels almost like felt. And although I think it's a really cute pouch, I'm a tactile person and sometimes I don't love how that feels. So I love that this fits in that small set piece because this just feels a little bit better in my hand. This is another thing that I can attach to my keyring if I want to, and that way I have that with me as well. And that was really all that I had in that pocket. It goes down to about right here. So it's a pretty deep pocket. Again, kind of a nice catch-all place. You do have to be careful when you use a back slip pocket like this because anything that you put in there, you are gonna feel it to some extent on your back if it's pointy or pokey. This does have kind of 2 layers before it gets to your skin. So you have this layer of leather and this one. So I will say that I don't tend to feel the things that are in here, but just be aware if you put like a really sort of strangely shaped thing in there that pokes out, you will be able to feel it while you're wearing it. Okay, so that is everything on the outside of the bag. Let me go ahead and show you how I like to pack the inside. This bag does come with 2 zippers that go all the way down to where it meets the bottle pocket so that you can get a nice flat lay. Here in the front, now this is something that I want to address because I've seen some people mention this. These slip pockets here in the front are designed to be small because again, this particular bag, the Sophie backpack in leather, is designed to transition nicely as a work bag. That's why there is not like a big wide pouch here that's big enough for diapers and things like that. When I use this as a diaper bag, I just put my diapers down here in the main compartment. I wanted people to have a nice little slip pocket that would fit nicely the things that they are grabbing for when it's a work bag. So what I have in here is my Apple Pencil. Enough of you guys over on Facebook and Instagram have finally convinced me to get it, so I did. I also have my AirPod Pro so that if I receive an important phone call, I can just pop these on really quickly. Then in this slip pocket, I have my charger and the cord. Just another thing to quickly show you, these front pockets were designed especially with Jujubee lovers in mind, just because I am a Jujubee lover myself. I love my B sets so much. So it was important to me that the small set piece would fit in that front pocket. And of course, you know, I always harp on this. If you're gonna design diaper bags and accessories, you should try to be sure that your accessories fit nicely in the different elements of your bags. So of course, those pockets are also designed to hold the coin purse by LYMIA brand, as well as the Gabby wallet. Okay, so moving on to the interior part of the bag. One of the first things that I have sitting down here in the front is my LYMIA brand Gabby wallet in the color Boss Up. And look at this. My friend Vanita, who is Tall Inked Lady here on YouTube and on Instagram, sent me this along with some of our close friends to the Sensible Mama, and it says, "Put good things into the world," and it matches so perfectly with Boss Up. I will link her shop. She does have a shop where she makes these charms, so I will link it down in the description box below if you want to check those out. She makes custom ones, so you can have it made to pretty much be any color or design that you want, so that'll be down in the description box as well. Okay, so here's where I have pretty much all the things that I have to have with me every day while I am going to work. The first thing is a Jujubee medium set piece. This is in the color Navy Duchess. And in here, because again, most of my job now has to do with social media and being on camera, I do have a few things related to my camera. I have the lens case, a couple of different battery packs and chargers in here. Then I also like to keep a Jujubee short strap. I haven't actually unwrapped this one yet, but I always have one in here with me because I do like to attach this to the clips on the side of my camera so that I have a little wrist strap. Sitting right over here, I have, as I mentioned in the intro, my Teeks. I love to bring these with me because they are really professional looking and super cute and comfortable. Next, I have the large Jujubee set piece in the color Navy Duchess. And in here, gosh, it's a mess, but I have so much stuff related to my tech. I have a LYMIA brand coin purse in the color I'm Moody. And this, I like to keep this is like an adapter for my iPad Pro. I've been doing all of my editing on my iPad. It's been amazing. Down in the description box, I have my full camera and editing setup down there because a lot of you have been asking. So anything that I'm showing you here related to my setup and how I'm filming and editing my videos, I have that linked in the description box as well. I also have a LYMIA brand Pretty Pod. This cannot be purchased. It comes for free when you purchase one of the bigger LYMIA brand bags. So either the Sophie or the Charlie in full leather. And in here, I just have my pill case. And then I've just got a whole bunch of charging cables in there as well. Now, while I put this little bag back together, one thing I want to mention is that if you're watching this video and you're like, man, I just love this, but I really need a front pocket that is made more for diapering, you might want to check out the nylon version of the Sophie. It comes in 3 colors, a blush, black, and teal, and they are all identical to this bag, except they are made in nylon. And this front pocket actually comes with a mesh addition here so that you have a nice roomy place for putting even size 6 diapers. So if you're looking for that kind of bag that still has all of these features and functions, but you don't want it to be in leather and you need a bigger sort of pocket here in the front, that might be an option for you. So I will link that down below as well. Okay, over here in the side interior bottle pocket, I have my hair straightener. Then I have my tech in here. Amazon recently had the old version of the iPad 10.2 inch on sale. And so I stocked up my staff and I here in the warehouse with these since they were on such a great sale, because this is where we actually host Shopify and customer support and all that stuff for the website. So I do bring this back and forth with me because this is sort of my main work computer. And then of course we have this around if someone on staff needs their hands on an iPad as well. I think it might still be on sale actually, so I'll link this and the case that I'm using down below because it's a really, really nice case. In here, I also have my iPad Pro with the Magic Keyboard. Back here, you do have this really long zipper pocket, which if you guys have been around my channel for a while, you know that I don't tend to pack this up with much because I do find once you get a bag all packed up, it is really hard to get into these pockets without taking everything out. So of course I included this pocket here when I designed the bag because I know some people love this kind of pocket. This is where I will keep pads and tampons and things like that. But other than that, I really don't tend to pack that pocket up. Now, the one thing that I didn't show you because I pulled my keys out earlier as I was sort of riffing and showing you a use for the coin purse with the keys, I actually forgot to put my keys back in here. So this is the magnetic key ring that comes for free with every LYMIA brand purchase of a big bag, whether it's the leather bags or the nylon bags. This one is actually from the nylon Sophie in the color Still Trending. It's a blush color. So I don't have the right color here, but this attaches to your keys like so. And in here we have got a piece of steel, and this is a neodymium magnet. So if I want to put my keys away and I want to be able to get them in and out really quickly without having to unleash them from a key leash, I can just attach them right there, and there they sit. When it's time to grab my keys, I can just pull them right out. Good to go. And that, my friends, is everything that I had packed in here for work. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope it kind of gave you an idea as to whether the Sophie backpack would be a good choice for you as you head back to work. If you loved the bag or anything that I showed you here in this video, don't forget that it's all linked down in the description box below. Love ya, mean it, always, mwah, and I'll see you in the next one.